Oh my, it smells fine. That jelly bean. What's up, Miss Jill? I need a Jill, OG, the original thing. Jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean, jelly bean. Nobody wants these from Cali Connection, no more than top liver. Well, if you want to bomb, this is what I'll give you. A little Romulan mixed with a hard hitter. This city 99 hard times, you right lines, the hip hop that is using the right mind. And North Southern that I'm cultivating, like DJ, right? I was circulating. Hey, got the best lead, no debating. All these other C companies overrated. Jelly bean got me motivated. They can make early morning in my dome and take me. But the FCDs won't let me be. You let me be me and plant my trees. But TGA now, can't you see? Your garden's so empty without seed. Now this looks like the strike for me. So everybody play for me. All you need is a TGA seed, and it smells so tasty, jelly bean. Now this looks like the strike for me. So everybody play for me. All you need is a TGA seed, and it smells so tasty, jelly bean. This one's for the farmers. Let me teach you about jelly bean, that chronic reaper. You kill my strain, man, I don't need you. You have to get fired like
Sonny Chiba.
You ain't no breeder, ain't no grower. Pop on a tractor, run the dash over. Rolling filler, I'm flowing filler. With TGACs, you can grow the killer. As I inhale jelly bean in my lungs, so smoking.
Hey guys, a little abbreviated show tonight. Just logged on to shoot shit a little bit. I'll be disappearing into the kitchen to give Jilly pipets.
No chemicals, organic. Oh, now this looks like the strain for me. So everybody play for me. All you need is a TGAC, and it smells so tasty, jelly bean. Now this looks like the strain for me. So everybody play for me. All you need is a TGAC, and it smells so tasty, jelly bean. This a mood enhancer. Maximum meal, I'm a ganja plant. Back to the field, what the comments after. Who got the question? I got the
hey,
answer.
fuckers.
11.52 THC, 0.32 of that CBD. Science today, farmers love it, and they just can't wait. No time for the play, call them out, no delay. Let me eat this raw pistol that rebase me. They play in and swoop the game. Aquaponics and that is trying to take your name. You the worst offender. Never make a 2-week nurse surrender. Backed up by the Team Green Avengers. Mendo Dopers. We got jelly bean folders. So now this looks like the straight for me. So everybody play for me. All you need is a TGAC, and it smells so tasty, jelly bean. Now this looks like the straight for me. So
All right, bowl loaded. Like I said, I'll be disappearing to give Jilly some hits. So catch you up on today's happening. So never getting used to this. So many people being on my property, mine and Jill's property. But today we had a general contractor, a compliance officer that I hired, not from the state, and what was the fucking other guy? Electrician. I think he was an electrician. Water guy. Excuse me. Water guy. So, it looks like it's fucking crazy. So, Jilly's calculated she use around, and I'm gonna calculate her on, but we think we use around 5,000 gallons of water a year on the indoor grow for TGA genetics. So, what we're gonna put in is 3 5,000 gallon tanks up above on the top of the property. So that'll be 15,000 gallons, and then we're gonna have a catchment system with a pump, and it'll pump to those, and then we have to have an overflow. But the one today really got to me. I mean, I do realize we're running this as a business and everything, but we've got to put a pressurized fucking sprinkler system in our bedrooms. So yeah, that little 6x10 bedroom that holds 8 plants, it's got to have a fucking pressurized sprinkler system in it.
Sometimes it don't make sense. I never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So I'm watching you
Yeah, the water tanks, the catchment system, the environmental survey. It's looking in the neighborhood of between $40,000 and $60,000. So whatever. They're about $2,500 a piece. Me and Jilly have been talking about it all day. So, like, there's a lot of people in the county that aren't, you cannot write that off, Zoe. You cannot write off any fucking thing when it comes to a cannabis production facility. You can't even write off the motherfucking lawyer. No deductions. Zero. Exactly, Mr. Dookie. Not a one. So here's the deal. There's a lot of people in my county because the laws are changing constantly, okay? Constantly. And so a lot of people are just going to sit and wait. Dandelion, it's called a glow. So a lot of people around here aren't just doing anything, okay? So like if you grow cannabis where I live and you haven't told anybody, then nobody knows you fucking grow cannabis. I mean, we use medical recs here to grow cannabis. But it really gets down to water here. So I have to have water rights. So I can ignore it. I can keep on doing what I'm doing under the medical thing and play all the game. Well, what's going to happen is if you don't get approved by August 31st, which is what we're working on, then you can't get approved. So you either make the decision now to invest the money to get your water, to get your certificate of occupancy and the business license and all of that, to get your cannabis cultivation permit, and you get it done and you get it by August 31st, and then you will be good. You know, this place will be able to grow weed. It's kind of funny. It will change from a residence to a commercial property, though. It's not going to be a house anymore. Now it becomes a business. If you don't do that before August 31st, and then after August 31st, you try to get into the system, it might be fucking hard. The other thing I've talked about on the show is it's very, very, very hard for them to go after anybody in my county or anywhere in California because we don't have any money. The counties don't have any money to go after cannabis production. But there are people like me out there that are going to pay. And the money that we pay in, the cops are going to take that money and go bust fucking people to get more money. So the first people that are filing and spending all this fucking money, they're putting money into the coffers. And then they're going to take this money and they're going to go out and they're going to start making people conform. So it'll probably take, if you live in California on a piece of property and you go weed on the property and you don't do anything about it, you probably won't get a visit for a while. But eventually you're going to get a fucking visit. Then if me and Jill get everything ready, we're going to have a producer's permit. So we'll be able to produce cannabis and seeds here on this property. If you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to, and you're not going to be able to sell the shit. So you really have to make a choice right now as to be gray, black market, or go legal. And going legal is expensive. And again, I am fixing to knock on the fucking government's door and tell them where I live. So. So we hired a new attorney today at $450 an hour. I like the cat a lot. And now any email I get, any information that I need, I just send to him. So bam. No, you don't get write-offs in the cannabis business. It don't work like that. Not yet. So back to the water system. So me and Jill are going to go ahead and invest on this. And there's a couple of things that will give us the benefit to. Number one, If you guys have been watching the show for quite a while, you know it burns up here. And we get fire. And so right now, me and Jill currently get our water from our neighbor's well. So the well is on my neighbor's property. It's right outside my fence. And so we both have pumps and we both have a drop. But when the fire comes up here, if any power goes off, which is what happens when when the power goes off, then you don't have any water. And if you don't have any goddamn water, then you can burn your fucking house down. So basically up here, when we have fire, we lose power and we just consider watch our house burn down. So we're going to put 15,000 gallons of water up on top of my property, on the very top of the hill. And it'll have a gravity feed down. And then we're going to reserve 5,000 gallons of that water for fire. So not only will I have water on my land in case my fucking house or property catches on fire, but I'll also have it to where the fire department can come in and tap into it to put my neighbor's well out. That means the fucking bitch that lives above us, you know, that dumbass that was running the fucking chipper 4th of July morning at 7:30 in the morning. So he can suck a big fat dick because I won't be using his water. Because I can drill my own well here. So you drill a well and you do a water assessment. And if you're drawing water from the fucking aquifer, then your neighbors can say no. So once you have a catchment system on your house, you can tell them to go suck a dick. And I'm just thinking, even from what all I've told you guys, you would be crazy not to get water up here. I mean, Jill's in the kitchen making dinner.
And you can tell them all, yeah, I'm a motherfucking cowboy.
It's all about, baby. Mr. Dookie says it's all about having the suck my dick card stashed away. You know, the well, all that.
I was just in here thinking you say suck a big fat dick like it's such an awful thing.
No, because if we have water and we have fire extinguishers and we have all that, then nobody can tell us what to do.
Exactly.
So, makes good sense. You cannot write off your water catchment system. We are installing a water catchment system to install a cannabis production facility, and you cannot write off. I'm sitting here trying to teach you guys what the fucking lawyer told me, and you guys are yelling out shit that's not true. Because that's kind of the point when I go spend $1,200 with a fucking lawyer and a compliance officer. I come on the channel, I tell you what I fucking found out. No, the water catchment system, that water will be for growing our cannabis, and the water from the well will be, for washing our asses, cooking. And you can use the water from the catchment system on your property. You can use it for plants, etc. A water catchment system is simply a bunch of gutters that tie into a big reservoir. They say we get around 10,000 gallons of water here a year. So we're just trying to catch a bunch of it. So I turned in all my tax entities today to the new accountant, and he's going to advise me. Okay, Sal, well, I'll argue with my fucking accountant that costs $600 a fucking hour because he said you can't. You can't. The fucking water catchment system is to grow weed. The stalk behind me is a Mendo Dope stalk. It's crazy train. Ruby, they told us that in California, you can deduct absolutely nothing in regards to a cannabis-related business. Now, we have a friend who owns a dispensary, and she also owns a glass shop. So she does take the deductions on the glass shop side of things, but she can't take deductions on payer and employees. We are not going to Chalice. So I could be wrong. My take on Chalice is it's a place to go party. It's a place to go do lots of dabs, buy some glass, get half naked and stand out there and listen to rock and roll and shit. That all sounds good, but I run a business and I don't see anybody buying seeds out there. That's a good question. Basically, Ruby, what I do, because I don't want to get in trouble, is I hire a shitload of people and then I turn it on my paperwork and I let them kind of decide. So yeah, this is a glow. It's a little bit like an ember. Okay, I like it a lot. It's got a small porcelain inset on the bin. So you fire it up, bam, and it's cooking. Okay. So then this is going to heat up. There's no flame. There's no butane. It's really good for 3 whole dabs. That keeps the charge forever. No, you cannot deduct the accountant or the lawyer. I asked the lawyer. I said, I'm fixing to give you $5,000. Can I deduct this? He said, no. You just gave me $5,000 to get you legal in the cannabis industry. So no butane, no weird taste. It's awesome. You know, I don't know what a glow costs. That's a really lame thing. I need to find out what it costs. I'm not sure. I would imagine they're several $100s. I've got a couple of the glows. I like the glows because as soon as the sift machine gets in here, me and Jilly are fixing to start smashing some shit. Well, and then Ruby, the crazy thing about it all is I spent 30 years becoming subcool. I taught the world to grow. My face is synonymous with growing in cannabis genetics. And because of my felony convictions for growing cannabis, I am not legally allowed to be subcool in the cannabis industry. In fact, to be honest with you, subcool seeds doesn't even really exist because I own the legal tax entity and I can't file taxes because I'm a fucking felon. We also own another tax entity, Ruby, and Jilly owns that tax entity, so we will be moving forward. Okay, I got to pack Jilly up a nice bowl. Cherry bomb. Oh, God, that's a big hit for Jilly. Well, Ruby, I know the ways around the laws. I'm trying to actually follow the laws for the first time in my life. All right, I'm gonna put a song in for you guys. I'm gonna go give my lovely wife a hit. Justin, I'm not doing a dab in a glass pipe. That's for you kids. I'm smoking hash out of a hash pipe. Pretty simple. Sid brought me a damn email over. That son of a bitch was so fucking complicated. I give it back to him. You can't haul water after 2018, St. Bernard's observation booth. It's against the law. So you got about 4 more months to haul water, and then it's against the law. Julie gave it her seal of approval. She said, yeah, it's good. It's good. What, baby? She said, don't make fun of her. Sounds good, Bo Wallace. We're very excited about it. I did not send you the artwork. I sent it to T. You should ask him. I proofed the new 10 by 10 tents today with Galactic Garden logo on it. And Bo, you got to get you some artwork, buddy. It's because I leaned in. You want a TGA sticker? How do you get one? Order something from the TGA clothing store and we'll include one. Let me re-answer that. I've been a little slack about getting the small items. I mean, if you guys want a hat pin, you fucking send me an email. I'll sell it to you. You can send money to my PayPal account for some stickers and shit. Just email me. Anything you want, just email me. I answer the email every day. And if I need more information, I will give it to you. You can buy pens. They're $20. Money goes to Gathering Together. Just email me. Then I'll give you if you want to buy something, you can just email 6shirts@gmail.com. I mean, PayPal it. Don't email 6shirts@gmail.com. Put money in 6shirts@gmail.com and tell me what you're buying. A hat pin, one nap pin's $20. Set of stickers is like $5. I'm not trying to get rich off this stuff. I'm just hook people up. Jilly said she had a couple of strawberries. You guys should, if you guys aren't following Jill, make sure you do. She doesn't take like a lot of pictures like I do, but the pictures she takes are fucking awesome. I'll take a picture of a gnat's ass and put it up there and say, hey, check out this gnat's ass. But Jilly she did this really cool picture last night through our flowers, our wildflowers. And she shot up through the wildflowers into the garden. And she talked about what everything was in the garden and everything. Thank you, Husky Gardens. Well, we try to hook it up, Jay. The initial cost on those books was $25. And the way books works is you sell all your books at max price, and then eventually your book will end up on Amazon for $16 or some shit like that. And so you can't sell them anymore for $25. And so we sell them for $20 signed with priority shipping. And as you know, that priority shipping is like $7 fucking dollars. So I think I make $2 on the book. At this point, it's more about making sure that every one of my fans has a book with mine and Jill's signature on it. Okay, I got to tell you, this has a story. It's a fucking weird story, okay? You guys ready for a story? A strange story? Yes. Our clothing site is tgaclothing.com. If you want to go buy some shit. Fuck, I forgot the goddamn story. So, Roy Craps. The story's name is Roy Craps. Got it? Because I don't believe in feminized seeds. Because it takes 45 days to sex a plant. And because even though I believe everything Duke said the other day, I don't believe in fem seeds. It says it right on my website. Okay, this is a strange story. Okay, so there was a time in my life when you guys know I've been to jail a lot. And a lot. And when you get out of the joint, no matter what you've done for a living, no matter how smart you are or how many skills you have, I have a lot. I'm pretty smart. You just got out of the fucking joint, man. It's what you did. You got out of the joint. So it's not a strange story. It's a strange story. So I had met this guy. And okay, back up a little bit. I used to sell a product called Relive. That's multi-level marketing. It's an amazing product. I'm not trying to sell it to you. It's 42 minerals, vitamins, and herbs and shit in a shake. You either drink it with milk or there's a classic you mix it with orange juice. You start taking it and you feel better. Bam, that's it. I'm not pitching you guys. You want to go look up Relive. Dr. Theodore Calagris invented it. He cured bovine mastitis by studying their diet. And he cured a lot of people by studying what they eat. And so he invented this really cool stuff and called Relive, and you took it and it made you feel better. And it was easy to sell because the sales pitch was, if you'll take this stuff for 30 days, twice a day, at the end of 30 days, if you don't think it was worth the $40 you gave me, I'll give you $40 back. So it's a very personal sale. You know, it's like, that was easy for me to get $40 out of you. If you took it, you didn't want your money back. You wanted more. And if you wanted your money back, you didn't take it. Okay. So during this, I met this guy named Roy Craps. Okay. And he was a super nice guy. So I'm going to tell the story kind of in a different way. So when I met Roy, he drove this old beat up fucking Isuzu pickup truck, like just beat to death. And that's what he worked. And so he offered me a job, $10 an hour under the table, no drug test. So I was like, okay, $10 an hour under the table. I'm your helper, no drug test. Waiting on a court date. So work, motherfucker. Let's work 70 fucking hours a week. So we're working. So Roy taught me a lot of stuff. Now, Roy lived in an Oregon dome, and that's a Buckmeister Fuller dome. Really fucking cool. It's built out of geodesic pentagrams. And they're the cheapest enclosure you can build. I wanted to build an Oregon dome really bad my whole life. It just didn't turn out. They're really cool. You can pour a slab, and then you can put the dome up and shingle it, and you can live in it. Like, you don't have to have carpet floors or anything, and then you can build the floors and the carpet later. A lot of guys actually build Oregon domes, move inside like one room, and then over the next 5 or 6 years, they build walls, floors, ceilings, kitchen, windows, vases, stuff like that. So I always thought it was really cool that Roy built Oregon domes. So I was like, that's fucking cool, man. Fucking put these things together and build these domes. Okay, that's fucking really fucking cool. Yeah, but Buckmeister Fuller, look it up. The guy was a fucking genius. The Bucky ball. Okay, so that was cool. So I noticed in the back of Roy's house, he had like a 440 SL fucking cream, fucking nice fucking Mercedes convertible, one-off. in this little thing, and I never saw him drive the damn thing. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then on the other side of the property, he had a really, really, really nice truck, but yet he drove this piece of shit truck. And so I learned a lot from Roy. Now, here comes the crazy part of the story. So Roy was a Christian, and I worked with him all day long. And Roy was an unusual Christian. He preached without preaching. He taught without teaching. And he would talk about the Bible. He would tell stories from the Bible. Now, you guys know I'm not I don't know if you know, I'm not a Christian person. I consider myself godlike. I believe in God. I want to believe in God, but I don't believe that God has an active role in our current lives, and I don't think you can change things. I probably do believe in karma. I believe you should be a good guy over a bad guy and good things will happen to you. But I got to be honest with you, with my disease, I don't believe that as much as I used to, because I'm a really fucking good guy in my heart. I have good karma. I have never fucking stomped a baby, kicked a puppy, or hurt anybody in my life. I got my ass handed to me by this fucking disease and this fucking bullshit. But I enjoyed Roy, and Roy talked to me every day. And one of the coolest things Roy would say was he'd tell me a story. And I'd say, well, that's what you believe? And he would say, well, that's what the Bible says. That's what he always said. I thought it was kind of fucking cool. What's up, Tony, in the house? So I just thought that was really nice. You know, the guy was just a really, really, really nice guy. Please don't come in the channel and ask for beg for subs, please. That's like fucking 2-year-old bullshit. So I work with Roy, and Roy taught me so much stuff. And in between it, Roy had some really bad problems with his wife, and he ended up losing her. And I was really tripping out because this guy was so godlike and everything. And then after that, he ended up meeting another woman, and he fell in love with her, and she ended up being the right woman. His wife that I knew when he was there, she wasn't quite right. She wasn't quite right with God the way he wanted her to be. So I watched all this unfold for a long time. And Roy, to this day, is still a friend of mine. Not very close. He thinks I'm fucking crazy. He knows exactly what I do and who I am. And so I worked with this man for about 1.5 years, and he taught me a skill. And you ready for the part of the story? Is everybody listening? So you guys want to guess what Roy did for a living? Guesses, anyone? What did this godlike man teach me? He was a fucking carpenter. And that shit was lost on me until like 2 or 3 years after I worked for him. Because in a way, he was a fucking disciple, you know? That's what he did to me. He discipled me. And why he didn't teach me to be a fucking Christian? He taught me a lot about God, and he taught me a lot about, you guys are really fucked up. I'm trying to tell a beautiful story, man. No, he was a carpenter, man. Yeah. I don't know. And you got any Jesus people out there will get the story. It was supposed to give you chills, you fucking retards. Jesus. You guys are spoiled milk, man. Y'all are just wrong, though. Y'all are wrong. God, y'all are fucked. I'll be right back. I know. You guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. Somebody asked me what Jilly was making earlier, and I couldn't remember the damn name of it. She makes it really good, but she's only made it a couple of times. And, she's been making a lot more since the kid left, but it's beef stroganoff, and she makes it really good. Okay, so if everybody's watching the channel now, some fun guy says, what are you looking for in the tester strains, and do you prefer the plant to be untopped for photos? To be honest with you, just simply asking that question like that lets me know that he's not a tester. So the testing thing is so fucking simple, man. So how many people are in here now? 210 people. So I'll go about I'll talk about the testing program once again. So I have about 40 or 50 testers, different strains that either I have made or my breeders have made. Okay. So before we can release the strain, we want a couple of things to happen. We want at least 100 growers to grow it out. 100 growers in all different disciplines. We want the strain to be photographed and publicized on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, fucking Globe, whatever. I don't give a fuck. So that creates hype. Okay. But it can go both ways. So when you guys start growing it out and putting up putting up pictures and shit like that, it's the sway man putting up pictures. Then right away, the public starts finding out if it looks good, if it grows good. Now, if it does fuck up, then instantly as fast, the world finds out the strain fucks up, which we now know that the Gorilla Glue 4-time Quirkle won't be released. Okay. So we're looking for data to come in. Now, I'm not looking for like you to send me a picture at week 1, week 2, picture of the germinated seed, because I really don't fucking need that. You know, what I need is you to say, hey, sub, I grew out a 10-pack. I got 6 seeds. I grow in this medium. I use or don't use this food. These are the lights I use. And this is what I saw. Real general stuff. You know, I got 7 females. They look very similar, or they fucking are all over the goddamn place. And then as you get into week 6 and the plants start getting really mature, then I'm going to want some information on their smell and their resin production. You know, hey, sub, you know, my 6 females, I named them fucking Barney, Wilma, Dino, Bam Bam, and Pebbles. And, you know, Pebbles is my fucking favorite one. Yum, yum, yum. Tastes like this, tastes like that, tastes like this. And so I caught combining these emails. And as long as I don't get 3 negative reports, that's correct, 3 negative reports in 100 tests, then I will proceed forward with the data. I'll start mixing the data. Out of these 100 people, at least one of you guys is going to be a somewhat professional photographer. And you're going to be able to supply me 4 photographs of the best phenotype at around week 7, a week before it is harvested. And I'm going to use those on my website. It's that simple. I can't fucking grow these things out. All I'm asking you testers to do is do what I've been doing in my whole fucking life. Grow a strain out and document it. It's really not that hard. And when people come on and start asking me questions, I know I'm here to help you and I'm trying not to be an ass, but it just pisses me off. Is it that fucking complicated? I'll give you a fucking free pack of seeds. Grow it the fuck out and tell me what it did. It's really not that complicated. But it seems like people are just torture me with the stupid questions about the strains. And I've gotten kind of rude about this one aspect of it. If you don't have enough fucking sense to contact me, explain to me that you have an IQ of above about 40 and get a pack of seeds from me, then grow them out and give me the data. I don't have any patience for the shit anymore. Sorry. No, I have 3 emails. One that only my friends know about, the one on the TGA Genetics website, which again is one of those things that drives me crazy. How do we contact you? I don't know. You know, maybe go to the fucking website, click on contact me. When you hit a female with a male and create a strain, and then you do the same thing again. No, it is not technically the same cross Billy Ives. Follow what path? No-till Messiah. I deal with the stupid questions. I'm just, when I come on here, I'm trying to, get, you guys can help me with something else. Okay. This fucking coma stuff started a little drama. Okay. So let's go over this one more time. Okay. Jinx, I met Jinx Proof however many years ago, and we got together and I helped teach him a little bit about breeding, not about growing. I'm not taking that. And we got together and he made some strains for me. Jinx is a relatively small time artisan grower in Washington. And with the new laws I'm working on in California, I can't really deal with him anyway because he's in another state and he does not have a cultivation permit number to give me, even if that one existed. So the batch of 9-pound hammer that he had for me and the batch of Mother's Tongue, which I would love to buy them, Jinx has decided to sell them on his own. I'm not jumping for joy about it, but I'm not mad at Jinx about it. Jinx is trying to provide from his family, and he says he's under my wing and he's getting on his own, and that's all good. It's all good. So I don't want any drama started on it. Someone from the coma crowd said I fired Jinx, and I talk to Jinx every fucking day on the phone. Okay, Jinx is a friend of mine, a brother of mine, and always will be. Now the problem we have is because I am the person who helped make 9-pound hammer famous. Everybody's still contacting me to buy it, even though it's not on my website. So like people still contact me to buy Doctor Who, because if you bought Doctor Who 2 years ago, you bought it from me. And people like my service, customer service, dependability, and guarantees offer and everything. But Jinx has only got about 4,000 or 5,000 of those 2 strains, and he is not going to sell them to me. And I don't mean fuck you, sub. It's not like that. He's like, sub, I'm going to branch out on my own. So I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, I'm not happy. I got distributors in England and shit that want those seeds, but there is no drama here. Jinx is going to go do his own thing. So he is no longer a breeder for TGA Genetics. He is a breeder for Jinx Proof Genetics. And if you want seeds from him, you have to go get seeds from him. You can also still get seeds, TGA seeds, from Miss Rose. Miss Rose is a TGA rep. So that's that. If you guys could pass all that information on me, I would appreciate it. It's really simple. Jinx cannot even come close to keeping up with the demand. And I'm not going to put 9-pound hammer on my menu for fucking 2 weeks. Please fucking quit emailing me about Jinx's strains. Email Jinx or contact Miss Rose. No, we don't have any problem with the pre-98 Bubba. Dung Beetle does his own thing. No drama in Dung Beetle. I don't know. I mean, Dung Beetle is like he's fluttering around like a moth. He was in my group for a little while, and I taught him a bunch of stuff. He took some pictures of me. He was supposed to write an article for me, but he never followed through. And then he went to work with Soul King for a little while, and I think he worked with Jinx for a little bit of the time. I think he's trying to get his growth set back up. He's just doing his thing, so there's no drama in it, but I definitely wish he'd have stayed right here in the channel. I would have liked to talk to the young man to calm down a little bit. And he has so much fucking potential, and he will do really well in life. He's like a fucking chihuahua, man. He just needs to calm the fuck down. Yeah, I addressed that earlier, Tony. So if you guys are curious, Will of TGA and Galactic Gardens has a few of Jinx's strains left. They're just a few. Read the fucking manual. Amen, Sway. I wouldn't doubt that, Mr. Dookie. It's part of our business, That's why I have such packing and shit. Mine are gone too now, Tony. Thank you, Urban Farmer. I hoped I wasn't overpowering or anything like that. I was trying to help the show go along. I mean, I think I give good radio, good audio, and I was just trying to help a little bit. And then also, Mr. Dookie doesn't lie the other rap. I mean, my strains are in the process of getting legal protection and everything. If you try to sell a pack of my seeds and fucking that I created under my hospice, I'll bust your fucking ass with a lawyer. I appreciate that. Sometimes when I get to telling stories and stuff, Urban Farmer, I think I'm taking over people's shows. I've been accused of that shit before. I don't mean to. It's just my personality. And me and Jill both talk with dead silence. I thought Jilly was really exciting on the show. When she brought her dad's beret on, I thought that shit was badass, dude. So I hope it added to the show. What question, Alex Smith? Baby Urban Farmer says the beret was bone chilling. What? Urban Farmer says your beret thing was bone chilling. When you brought it on the show. My beret was what? When you brought your dad's beret on the show, I asked him how, he said it was awesome. He said he was thanking us. Because I feel like I take over when I'm on somebody's show,
Yeah, we did.
But he said it's cool. There's not, some people aren't as comfortable on camera.
But at least we didn't stay for too long.
No, he loved it. We could have stayed longer. He loved the beret.
Thank you.
Were you getting close?
Yep.
Okay, I'll log off. All right, guys. We have not hung the timber light yet. That's coming up. We got to clean out a room. So that's going to do it for this afternoon show. I just want to hang out with you guys for a minute, tell you guys the story of Jinx one more time. Please let everybody know the real scoop. We're all really good friends. Okay. So I'll be back in a little while. Actually, I'm just going to leave the channel open to music playing. How's that? I'll be back. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to let this rip. I'm just going to go eat real quick. Jilly's got shit to do. So our new thing is, like, if Jilly wants to hang out, I hang out with Jilly. But if she's got shit to do, then I'll hang out with you guys. So I'll be back in just a minute. no, you're not. Like it's good. Okay, I'm checking on you guys. This is going to be the very first show in history, in my opinion, where the fucking host takes a dinner break. I see we lost 75, 85, 95, 100 people. So, but whatever. If I kill the stream, I just have to create the fucking stream again. So you guys can hang out and chat. I eat in like 15 fucking minutes. But I don't think anybody else in the fucking world will leave the camera on and go eat. But shit, it's a life. You did Urban Farmer? Oh, you had to. It's fucking 8 hours, dude. I got some stories to tell when I come back. And I have some stuff we got to work on. Let me get a piece of paper. Chili is making, what the fuck did I say it was called? I can't remember what the damn shit it's called. Beef stroganoff with like ribeye. It's fucking cool. Subware is the best place to get seeds. Currently, TGA Will on Instagram. Just message TGA Will on Instagram. He'll send it right to you. And you can always message Miss Rose as well. Not taking one from the other. It's complicated. Will does nothing but one thing. Will sells fucking seeds for TGA. Be right back.
That's admitting to it in writing.
Yep. Jilly's dinner was fucking delicious. Like you don't even know. He's chopped up a sirloin into little teeny pieces. We have a new thing at the house, which is a whole rice. Jilly being from the West, a little bit more of a potato person. We've always kind of eat taters with the kids and shit. And she made some rice the other day, and she had to add water to it, and it was sorry, and it became sticky rice. And man, we both just jammed the fuck on some sticky rice. So she made some sticky rice. She made some beef stroganoff, no wine, cream cheese, sour cream. Fucking bomb. Oh, so I have to tell you guys something about alchemy. I was talking to Chef Joel today, and I have alchemy listed wrong on the website. I need to get it fixed. I have I have Kim Dog listed, and it's Kim D. That's really kind of a fuck up, to be honest with you. So just so you guys know, alchemy is actually Kim D. Okay. Story time. A little embarrassing on the story time. So I need some hash labels, okay, for hash jars. I need some 1-inch ones, and I need some 1.5-inch ones. And so somebody, the Weed Nerds, the Fresno Weed Nerds, had some stickers made by a friend of theirs, some artwork. And we tried for fucking, me and Jill tried for 2 fucking hours on to load them onto this piece of shit. This is an Avery sticker label, round sticker labels. I need these. So when you stick this motherfucker in your computer and you tell it to print the labels, it says that it's the wrong shit. So they won't load. So if you try to stick them in the photo tray, they won't fucking load. If you try to stick them in the long form, they won't fucking load. It basically just spits the fucking thing out. It won't print, no matter how much time you spend. So me and Jill spent an hour and a half trying to get these fucking stupid piece of shit motherfucking labels on these things that work. Okay. So then we go to the store and we buy these pieces of shit. These are the 1.5-inch ones. And then Sid was over. And so then me and Sid spend fucking 2 goddamn hours trying to get this fucking things to line up. So they won't line up on the sticker format. They're offset. So the sticker's offset. Okay. So then Sid goes home, being an awesome friend of mine, and spends a couple hours on his computer and thinks he has it fixed and sends me the template. I print the template onto the stickers, still no. So I want somebody. You got it to work on yours? Oh, fucking great. Then fucking I'll send you the stickers and you can send me a shitload of them or something. Print a bunch of them, Sid. That's a good start. But now how do we do the 1-inch ones? So anyway, Sid's working on some fucking artwork for me. But if anybody knows anything about fucking how you guys are printing hash labels, because it can't be as fucking complicated as we have made it. Okay? Will I send a book to Australia? Yeah, I will. Not for $25 or whatever it is on the site. You might better toss about $15 in there for shipping. Just email me. What I would do is buy a book envelope. Hey, Grandmaster Level, how you doing tonight? Interesting show this weekend. And I got to get with, by the way, if Malik is in the channel, which you are, Malik, we have got to get Sway on the show, man. He's a friend of mine and we're disrespecting him. So you need to get in touch with him if you would mind, and let's get him on a premiere show like next week. So this weekend, we're going to have Billy Bob. Welcome back. Want to know about getting TJ Will of Canada? Yeah, absolutely. Just email me, Billy Bob. You would require, you would require business sense. You would require investment capital. Get in touch with me. Nice Grandmaster level. Fresh power, huh? Oh, it's okay, Malik. I wasn't trying to be mean. Mama tried. I have done time in the Alachua County Jail. It is one of the rougher places I have stayed. Jesus. Grandmaster level, we got a bid today for water tanks for a 15,000 catchment system. It's like $42,000. And then they tell us we got to put fucking pressurized sprinklers in our goddamn grow room. Can you believe that fucking shit? It's just never going to end. Dude, if Sid brings me some labels, I will be a very happy camper. It's for a catchment system. The tanks aren't that expensive. We've got to cut a tree down. We got to level an area out. We got to put 3 5,000-gallon tanks. I got to put a different catchment system down on the bottom. So the pump will be in there. That's next to the grow room. So the water will catch the water off the grow room roof, which I have a hard time believing it's enough, but they say it is. So we put, I'm in zone 4. I'm in the desert. So we'll put gutters all the way around the grow room. And then the gutters will catch the water, pump it into the converter station. And then from there, it'll pump to the 3 tanks. And so we'll have 15,000 gallons on the water. And then we were having this conversation a little earlier. Basically means I can tell my neighbors and the fire department and the local fucking officials to go suck a dick. So, yes, it is insane. The most insane thing, Matt Grandmaster level, I know you know me from the internet and everything, and I know you maybe seen a couple of videos, but if you saw my production facility, you would fucking laugh. Like, you would fucking fall down laughing. We're about to spend $90,000 for this shit, and our veg room is 12 by 6, and our bud room is 12 by 16, and our breeding room is 8 by 8. So that is the fucking dimensions of our facility here. They were having to put a $50,000 water catchment system, fire suppression, pressurized pressure system, fucking, oh God. But it's all about water here. Exactly, Grandmaster level. Exactly. Now you get it. So today was the first day we could start applying for permits. So we had a water catchment system guy out here. We had an electrician. We had a general contractor. We had a compliance officer, like 5 fucking square dudes sitting outside my fucking grow room. Of course, I have my dope as fuck hat on. No, we can expand inside the garage. So me and Jilly are going to hang 3K more. But me and Jilly are not looking to expand. I'm not looking to retire, but I'm not looking to expand. And it drives me crazy that we feed our entire grow on this property with a fucking piece of 1/2-inch PVC, and I got to put a fucking $50,000 catchment system in. So. But it's going to be a pain in the ass. And there's more to it. You guys know there's more to it than that. You know, I'm trying to get this property set up for me and Jill to retire in and, you know, live some time together up here in peace. And then everybody knows I'm sick and shit. So, you know, the better off I am, the longer I'm going to live. One day when that time's done, I want to make sure that Jill has a nice fucking facility up here. Jill knows how to grow cannabis really well, and she knows how to do what we do. So if I get everything in place, then I can leave Jilly with something that matters. So. Freebird, the rules are rules. If you owned a barley farm, if you owned a grape farm, if you owned a radish farm, you would have to deal with all this shit. It is what it is. I mean, there's a little bit extra on it, but it is what it is. If you own a farm, what I'm trying to do is run a business from my house. So this isn't a house anymore. It's a fucking business. While I'm pissed off about it, I kind of get it. If you have a business, you have to have fucking water. You have to have fire suppression. You have to have... So I'm going to convert my residential property to a business, an agricultural business, so it's going to cost me. But it definitely the cannabis thing's got it jacked up. But, and this is what I was going to tell you guys earlier. I talked about this a little bit. I'm probably repeating myself, but so right now, the people in California that aren't in compliance, they don't really have to worry because there's no one going to do anything about it because California doesn't have any money. But as soon as California starts collecting money from people like me, they're going to take that money and they're going to go after the people that have not complied. Yeah, Grandmaster level, my property is what they call diverse agriculture. So I can do 500 square foot indoors and 500 square foot outdoors here. But I have to meet certain requirements. And one of them is water. So here's the deal with the water. I could drill a test well on my land, which I could do. And then I can do a measurement over the next year and find out how much water I use from that well. But if either one of my neighbors bitch about it, then they can throw up problems and they can stop me from drilling a well on my property to do agricultural work with. They couldn't stop me from drilling a property to wash my ass with. But if I want to grow something, wine, weed, cabbage, then you got to deal with it. So the catchment system will prevent us from taking water out of the catchment system, out of the well. Damn, Super Duke. I'm sorry you're going through so much shit. It's called legalization, local grower organics. Just imagine what it took to get alcohol in place. You can't just make alcohol and sell it. The fucking rules. Rules are made to be broken, and then criminals are made to be locked up. I mean, I've done fucking 3,000 days in the joint. It's not that fun. If I can pay to be legal, I'm gonna be legal. Within reason. I mean, you guys know I'm a fucking international outlaw. What the fuck? So right now, if you're in my business, you have the choice to be in compliance or you have the choice to not be in compliance. You can roll the dice and decide that they're not going to fuck you, or you can spend a bunch of money and try to get compliant. I know people on both sides of the fence. Plus, to be honest with you, with my anxiety, I don't think I could grow past 2018 if I wasn't legal. That shit was fun when I was 25, but at 56, I don't really want to get in trouble. Sir, smoke a lot? I can't answer that question. Endo dope strain is in testing. Well, I'm a small ass corporation. How's that? Not a big ass corporation, but a small. $192 of my closest friends hanging out with me tonight. How much does what cost, Michael Amukur? Well, I'm only a corporation because I was made to form one. Hey, grow big. Where would be the best place to establish a small grow business now? You know so many peeps. That's a too hard a question to answer, Michael Jones. Oregon's a really nice place to grow right now, but you have to have an OLCC in order to sell the cannabis. Probably about $150,000, Michael. But like California is actually still a decent place to start a small grow here. The reason I'm having a problem with my water is because I live in a place where there's fucking water problems. So if I didn't have water problems, I wouldn't need a catchment system. That's really the most expensive thing I've got to do. Buy biological survey of my land, study the birds and the lizards and the snakes and all that shit. Okay, it's time to inject my wife with some THC. Yes, there will be a ton of shitty weed on the market very soon, and if you want to pay really low price for some really shitty weed, that's going to be tons of it. You know, go to fucking Walmart and you can get some shitty weed for a cheap price. I still have cuvee testers, yes.
That's for the hard-working All-Star Blues Brothers. We'll be out here in a minute, including my little brother Jake. But right now, I'd like to talk a little bit about this tune you're hearing. This is, of course, the Green Onions tune. It was a very, very big hit in the early 60s in this country, and of course, it was composed and recorded in Memphis, Tennessee, right here in the United States of America.
Because like I say, I don't know about you guys, but I smoke some really good shit. And yeah, I saw fucking I saw DNA's giant warehouse of bags of buds in plastic. Fucking gross, dude. Anybody that picture turned on doesn't know dick about weed. And I'm not insulting those guys. I mean, Aaron and Don are fucking awesome, man. They're leading the business. But if you think 2,000 pounds of weed fucking in plastic baggies is something to be fucking turned on by, then you don't know a lot about weed. I do. Their hash they make. What's that shit called? Baroni. Fucking hash they make looks fucking retarded. Crazy. And I've smoked their the Baroni. The Baroni is good. Again, I have massive respect for Don and Aaron. Trust me. DNA are badass. But, you know, if they want to be the fucking Walmart of weed, then knock stuff out. Okay, Jilly hit. Gotta be a good husband.
Is doing flips and twists just to get into a genuine pair of American blue jeans. And to hear this music that is all here in America, nobody else.
I'm not calling their weed shitty. I'm not even close to going there. Y'all don't start some shit. I'm just saying I wasn't fucking impressed with a giant warehouse full of bags of weed. Doesn't do it for me. I got $2,000 invested in glass. Oh hell, Sid, I trust you. You got labels. You got labels. No, man. Yeah, just make sure you guys know that. I'm just saying. I could not grow. Me and Jill could not grow the kind of weed we grow in a fucking warehouse that takes a golf cart to drive from one end to the other. I'm good. I'm just actually hanging out with you guys, smoking some bowls until Jilly's ready to hang out. I don't know, smoke sesh. We bud 16 plants indoors and we bud 12 plants outdoors, and the 12 plants are definitely almost over our level. But yes, we bud 16 plants. I have not had a seizure in 3 days now. I also don't take fucking Seroquel anymore. I also have quit sleeping, but what the fuck ever. Jilly's gonna kill me if I don't stop fidgeting in the morning. Just so you guys know, if you buy flowers from me or Jill in California, the flowers were harvested, jarred for 3 weeks, cured in glass, and then delivered to the dispensary by me personally. It's in a turkey bag for less than about 30, 40 minutes. And then the dispensary that we deal with puts it in takes it to the processing room, and they process it immediately. So if you buy cannabis that's grown by me or Jill in California, it was grown 4 weeks ago, and it was stored in glass the whole time. You know what Heightened Sense told me, what Jill told me, Heightened Sense? She said, Jill, she said, Subby, she said, you never have slept. She says, you were always up at fucking 5:30 in the goddamn morning. Thanks, Miller. You've smoked solventless rosin hash. I've fucking smoked everything. I was the goddamn cannabis cup judge, hash judge. I smoked a gram and a half of something every fucking day. Tonight we're smoking a Pinot, Keith. Focus, you piece of shit. Can't see anything to focus on, I'm thinking. Whatever, it won't fucking focus. Take care, Sweet and Grow. I've been rotating between the Pinot hash and the Sunset sherbet. Yeah, it's like beach sand, but it melts as soon as you take it out of the fucking. As soon as you take it out of the refrigerator, it turns into a blob. I just scrape the blob up with my little tool. In the dope show. It is made by Skunkworks. I'm sure it's 90. Yeah, this is the 90. I have no, he doesn't do 90. He does 70 and 120. So excuse me. I don't know why you would test PM me, Red. We don't do testers anymore with purchase. If you want the testers, you have to become a tester. There's no more such thing as a motherfucking free lunch. And by the way, Red is one of the problems. Red was just giving the fucking things out. I have never gotten a single piece of test data out of Colorado. Not fucking one. Not one motherfucking email from a single test back to city. So those are just freebies. And if you want freebies, contact TGA Will on Instagram. He's my new whipping boy. Yeah, I mean, it's not Red's fault. I wouldn't want Red, but I need test results. So testers apply through the tester network. That does not mean we will not be giving out freebies at times. Jilly's making freebies now. We're always making freebies. My flowers are available at Organican when they are available. Oakland Organics, Medican, and Natural Cannabis Company is the only place we sell our flowers. But we do not produce a lot of flowers, and they are generally gone 2 days after I drop. Me and Jilly don't grow a lot of flowers. We grow, as I told you guys one time on the show, we grow flowers because we enjoy growing flowers, especially Jilly. Jilly loves growing flowers. You know, Jilly's still a big consumer of her own flowers, so she grows 4 strains for herself. I had quit growing strains for myself. I do hash rooms and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, nighttime's when you learn your rights. Nights right now.
The name of this song is The Wildwood Flower. Now, The Wildwood Flower is an old country classic. It's gained a whole new popularity. The song isn't any more popular, but the flower is doing real good.
I do not give people
Wildwood.
No, I do not announce on the internet when I'm going to fucking drive flowers to a fucking dispensary. No, that would not be an intelligent
Some
move.
said it's a flower, and some said it's
Sometimes I will announce on my Instagram account after I, like, the places I drop, it takes 2 days to get on the shelf. So one time I actually did a post. They got all pissed off. You guys are in there yelling and shit about it.
It got blurry. And then everything was gone. Didn't know what happened, but I knew it beat the hell out of sniffing Birdman. I come to, my brother was there, and he said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I said, "I don't know. I was chewing on the weed." He said, "Well, let me give it a try." I spent the rest of that day and most of that night trying to find my brother Bill. Called up with him about 6 o'clock the next morning, naked, singing on the windmill. He said he flew up there. I had to fly out and get him down. He was about half crazy. The very next day, we picked a bunch of them weeds and we put them in the sun to dry. Then we mashed them up and cleaned them off, put them in the corncob pipe. Smoking them wildwood flowers got to be a habit. We'd never seen no harm. So we thought it was kind of handy.
Take a trip and never leave the farm.
They go above that wildwood weed. Next thing you know, you're just wandering around behind little animals. All good things got to come to an end. It's the same
Do I know a guy from Florida named Jeff Cohen? Yeah, I know a Jeff Cohen.
Washington comes
Actually-
by, spider and turns white as a sheet.
I believe he is my friend George Cohen's brother.
Burned and dug and he killed all our cute little weeds.
Alex Smith, you can get seeds by
Throw away.
fucking buying them from my fucking website. It's a big, giant fucking website. It says buy seeds now. It's fucking 5 or 6 U.S. distributors, Jim. There's TGA Will on Instagram. You can message him. There's Miss Rose I Am. James Bean Company out of Washington. Right on the front page. I went to Texas one time. I was working for my dad. My dad owned a company called Air Therm, Heating and Air. And it's in Savannah, Georgia. Sorry, I hit the button. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, guys. So I picked the mic up. So I used to go to Texas quite a bit, and I worked for a heating and air company. And I went to Tyler, Texas, to the Train Corporation, and the Train Corporation in Tyler, Texas, is a fucking really cool place, man. A badass fucking factory, a room where they could almost hit absolute zero. A room where they could make it 240 degrees, and they did heating and air. They tested heating and air conditioners there. So I went there, and it was about the first time I had been on my own with a company credit card, not on business and shit like that. And so we checked in a cheap hotel, and I found out about something that the first time I found out. How old was I then? 23, 24 years old. I found out about something called Budweiser long necks. And in Tyler at the time, I think I get this right. I think a case of long necks was $6. And I think you got either $2 or $3 back when you took the fucking bottles back. So a 6-pack of long necks, a case of long necks was, if I remember correctly, 1983. We were paying like $3 for a case of Budweiser long necks. So we just filled the fucking bathtub up with the motherfuckers, and filled the bathtub up with the fucking ice, and drank and drank and drank and drank and drank, because beer was so fucking cheap. Kind of crazy. Those sips seem interesting as hell. Yeah, those sips are freaking interesting. That's for sure. A sip is a container that it's kind of got water in the bottom and then the soil's on top. And then it kind of drinks as much water as it wants. It's kind of right back. Do I have a family farm in Texas? No. Sub-irrigated planter. Yeah, that's a sip. Well, if the tops never got wet, you damn sure probably wouldn't have gnats. I think Dago's going to come out tomorrow. That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, I would say that. Hey, Sub, hate to ask you again, any tips on telling when a male plant is male? Yeah, I'll go over that, John. It's pretty basic stuff. So when you grow from seed, once a plant's about 45 days of age, and you probably should transplant it into a decent-sized container to get it to this age, at least a 3-gallon if you're going to go in soil. Once you put them in 12-12, you just simply study them. If you got bad eyes like me, you get some goddamn good glasses. And you look. And, I mean, this question is so simple. It's pathetic. Males have balls and females have hairs. I don't. It just goes way, way over my head that this is so missed in the world. But it's pretty simple. And so it really gets down to determine when they're really young at sex, which is like, I can sex a plant at 3A's and 12-12, or I can actually sex a plant in veg. But you simply have to study the node where the sex parts are, and you got to look. It's either a girl or a boy. I mean, asking me how to tell a male plant from a female plant's kind of like asking me how to tell a fucking male baby from a female baby. You fucking look. But it's everything's green, so it's a little hard to see. And well, you have to look, John. It's that simple. You have to look. There is no, you're not going to get a different answer after me. You have to fucking look. You have to open your eyes and study it, and you get some experience, and you just know male plant from a female plant. The male will get balls first. At about 45, 50 days, you're going to see these little crab claw looking motherfuckers, and that's the dudes. And then you're going to, the girls will generally show sex afterwards. Dude, that is awesome, Urban Farmer. That is like some of the coolest news I've ever heard. You know, all that stuff like Ganja Lion just said, you don't need to do all that. See, I hate that. You just don't need to do stuff like that, dude. The plant's going to show you sex when it shows you sex in veg. But most hybrids are going to show you about day 45 or day 50 what they are. Now, here are some other tips. John, I'm answering your question. I'm literally talking to you the whole time. Yes. In veg, at about 5 weeks, your plants are going to tell you what sex they are. The males are going to be tall, big, gnarly, and they're going to have balls. And the females are going to have girls. And in my opinion, anything else other way to do it is just a waste of time. When I was a young grower, we used to take clones and flower the clones to determine if the fucking plant would. Why? Might as well go beat your dick up against a brick wall or some shit. Just grow the fucking plants and then study them at about 45 days, and you're going to pick out the girls from the boys.
How much does money mean? Won't you recall that I missed? Won't you
You're very welcome, Urban Farmer. Very, very, very nice thing that you did yesterday. No problem, John. Just have to take my teaching with a grain of salt. But yeah. And that's another reason that I'm not into femseeds, is because at 45 days, it's that simple, you know. I like to transplant my plants and I like to top my plants. Oh, yeah. Daniel Jackson just added something that's incredibly intelligent. Okay, so once you have, I would Google. You can Google this. I could Google this and bring it up. Google images. But Daniel Jackson has a really good point. Once you think you have males, move them to the side, and go ahead and put them in 12-12 for a couple of days and make goddamn sure that they're males. I look at a plant and I'll go, okay, that's male, and then I'll move it, but I don't kill it. Yes, males always look the best to trick you. Excellent excavation, small tubes. You grow a 10-pack of seeds, that biggest, baddest motherfucker that looks like Batman, dude. The little pissy little fucker that's growing over in the corner, it's girl. The first time I grew cannabis, I killed all the females.
I would not be here.
So yeah, day 45, just kind of take a look, get you a jewel. If you got bad eyes like me, get you a jeweler's loop, get you a big motherfucking magnifying glass. And if you get you a big motherfucking magnifying glass, you can also do solar hits. Won't you do this for me? I told you this. So I ain't got no house, ain't got no car. I got me a 1950 Les Paul guitar. Won't you play, Mr. Baker? Love you, baby, my mama for me. I was 9 years old when I grew a plant in a tennis ball can in my dad's bay window. And then I was 11 when I budded my first plant, and my best friend's mom's backyard. She's a hippie, and she let us grow weed there. And by the time I was 12 and 13, I had a shoebox full of weed, and I smoked my own weed. It's leaves. All right? We didn't know. Fuck, we had leaves. And at the same time, I could buy Colombian Gold, Panama Red, Santa Marta Gold. Oh, me and my homie Gable, Chico, we had shoeboxes full of green weed. We smoked massive joints, man. What are you doing? There we go. The days of Juan's Taxi. We had dank weed back then. I mean, everybody was smoking some weird pot. We had the only thing we didn't understand. We just didn't understand. I'm sorry, Chief Allen did not like his singing. I'm sorry. But we didn't. The problem we didn't understand is we didn't know about buds because we didn't take the time to read what few books there were. I didn't know about sensimilla tips were, so we just planted the seeds. And then when the plants got like 6 foot tall or some shit, we just cut them down and smoked them. We didn't understand flowering and shit. So we were smoking males and we were smoking all kind of shit. You hear? I'm talking about 71, 72. Yeah, 1971, 1972, 1973. By 75, I was buying weed from Bobby Thompson in Savannah, Georgia. Hell yeah, I remember Gainesville Green. I still have a fucking cut. Micanopy Moonbeam, baby. And Micanopy Madness. And then that was a small period of time when I didn't grow because we could buy a bag of Panama Red for $10. So I could like gather up quarters and shit and buy a bag of Panama Red. Yeah, I can share some pics with you guys. I can do that, dude. Hang on a second. Y'all want to see the garden? Okay, let's see the garden. How can you not have Instagram? Fuck. This is me sitting in the garden doing my live shit on the phone. So that's where I'm sitting in the morning. Oh, you're welcome, Hustle King. So that's me down in the lower garden, sitting in the shade of a reefer plant, smoking a bowl. There's Miss Jill taking a selfie in front of one of our plants. They just got topped and tied down again. This is Jilly's purple Afghani. So we both have pet plants now. So Jilly's is on the deck, and hers is going to get big. You can see her cover crop, and mine is in the bud room. So it will show up on Saturday's show. Jilly's got it on a chair for me. She's fucking awesome. And let's see here what else. Uh-oh, I ran out of goddamn music. I hate when I run out of music. Anyway, that was the outdoor garden. Sorry. My friend at home calls Facebook creep book. It's kind of funny. Instagram's whatever. Instagram, if you own a business like me, Instagram can be a really good place to make money. I have close to 100,000 followers on social media, but Instagram can also be a little bit of a waste of time. I fidget, so I don't sit still very often, and I like indoor bud. So, like if I'm at a stop sign or whatever, I have my phone in my hand. And I just constantly play with my phone. So much so that, like, I'm going to log off here and go hang out with Jilly. I have to set my phone away from me. So I just have to do it, Video on Frank Tank. Like it. And the other thing I like about Instagram is while I have almost every fucking person's phone number in my phone in the industry, if I don't, I can simply message them. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I make the joke. It's like a fit widget to me. You're welcome. Brothers Grimm. That was awesome to have Duke on the show the other night. I wonder where my wife is. I'm gonna go check to see my wife is here. She went out and did something. Duke Diamond is Tommy from the 77. Yes, Mr. Dookie. No, not that Tommy. Sorry. No, not that Tommy. I know who you're talking about. Starry night, campfire light. St. Bernard's Observation, Ruth. I ran a motherfucking internet chat room from Gainesville, Florida, from a grow house 20 years ago. Man up, motherfucker. How much is a pack of Brothers Grimm seeds? I don't know that. I didn't bring Tommy on to sell seeds. Well, this if you're not comfortable, of course, I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail. A certain female Crazy Train is available now. Yeah, the Cannabis Hunter will be around a little bit. We've been collecting video. I try to collect a lot of video for the shows because I don't do the so much music on the show anymore, the recorded show, because we sit around and rock the fuck out all the time anyway, right? Flav will be ready in about 2 weeks. Violet times crossword Kirkle, it doesn't have a name. It's a tester. North Star Genetics made it for us as a tester. I did not approve it because I'm not really looking for another purple strain. Crazy Train is purple train wreck. It's like grape train wreck. Okay, man. So 222 people watching the Weed Nerd Lounge. I'm going to stay live to about 9 o'clock tonight, and then I'm going to go hang out with Ms. Jill, smoke some bowls with her. I've got a little bit of paperwork, some reading and shit to do, so. Did y'all see the rose flowers I bought Jilly today? I try to buy her flowers every day. Or keep flowers here every day. Thanks, Andrew Redmond. Hey, Kanashiva. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. The seed husker works great. You still have to manually do it. Dude, did you see fucking Farmer John? Could he fucking be bigger? You know, I did that shout out to him the other day and then he hit me back. And yeah, Farmer John is big as a motherfucking house. Like, there are no pictures of weed on his ass, on his thread anymore. He is just cranking out the fucking weights because homie's got to go to the court. 12 men. He's got some nasty shit facing him. So I, step on my dick here, but I think John's getting hard so he can go inside. It's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, first person to name the name of this band and song wins a Weed Nerd hat pin. Watching the scroll. Well, of course, this is going to be hard. It's fucking for a Weed Nerd nat pin. Sorry. I will really be surprised if anybody gets this. I am smoking Pinot 90 UI bubble hash made by Matt Rice, Skunkworks. Fucking Thick Olis got it. You son of a bitch. Did you fucking use something? Thick Olis got it right before Billy Bob. Thick Olis got it right before Billy Bob. So email me, tgagenetics@gmail.com. Name and address. You want a hat pin. That is the string cheese incident. Lester had a coconut and fucking he got it. Like one line before you, Billy Bob. You go look. One fucking line. That's fucking harsh. Hey, Billy Bob, send me your name and address as well and write sticker in the body of the email. I'll send you a sticker, dude. Anybody gets that shit. Lester had a coconut, man. I don't know about fucking people. Sub Cool listens to motherfucking string cheese incident. Goddamn hippie.
Goddamn hippies. Fucking hippies.
I'm an Oscar de la Renta hippie. What song, Dookie? Yes, a second season can be done, Miles. Yes, there's a Mollican hat pin for sale on our website, tgaclothing.com. Really cool shit, good deals. Did you feel Bill over and over and over and over? Oh, hell, we might be out of them, Greg Frick. If it's not on the website, we don't have them anymore. I'll hang the comms when we empty the breeding room and clean it out. Yeah, we're probably out of them, Greg. Never coming back. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash don't like hash. Johnny Cash with hash. On the track. And to the train. And he never coming back. The light from the Dyna trap will not mess with the flower. It's way too. It's not as bright as the sun, moon. All you got to do if you wonder if a light will mess with the photo period is look up at the moon. Nicholas. It's tgagenetics@gmail.com. Uh-huh. 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 Are you here now? Yay. Okay, now I got a terrier bowl. And apologize for not watering the flowers. Because she watered the flowers. I could have done that. Yes, I use neem seed top dress. I always, oh, there you are. I thought I didn't shut it all the way. So, new topic. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. A new topic is the outdoor charity garden. So we really are thinking about calling in a trim company. I don't have the fucking, and I'm not in shape. I'm way too fucking busy. But I'm also kind of weird about bringing somebody up, you know. Thank you very much, Charlie's Farm. When do you decide on a new strain name for test seeds? So cool. That's a whole nother fucking ball of wax. So I'll answer that question with a story. Bobby really did me wrong. Go for long. Tiki God can be. That's Tiki God. Yeah. I got a tiki god. Okay, so some of my breeders name their strains, and sometimes me and Miss Jill talk about them. So we'll talk about some strain names, okay? So me and Miss Jill were reminiscing last night when me and Jill first named Flav, and we named it together. It was about 15 years ago, and I got to be honest with you. I used to get a lot fucking stoner than I get now. I mean, before I got sick, I was definitely a more upbeat person all the fucking time. I just had more energy. I mean, I still do, but back then that's fucking a lot. So me and Jill were fucking watching. We were watching MTV, and no, we were watching Comedy Central, and we saw the Flavor Flav roast. And I thought it was fucking funny, hilarious. Bridget Nielsen was on there in the Flav. And they called him a walking turd with glasses and shit. And so we had just heard this Romulan time Space Queen, and we're like, man, this fucking shit is fire. So we're like, okay, well, what do you think we should call it? In the meantime, in the background, the fucking guy's name is Flavor Flav. So I look at Jill and I'm like, well, why don't we just call the shit the Flav? And she's like, bam, let's call it Flav. So then there's stupid fucking names. So I made, sometimes I make shit, okay? And I play around with it and I test stuff. So I was making some crosses. I was making A13 and I was making a Corkle cross. And so I used a Corkle male to pollinate a Apollo female, just to see if the Corkle male would turn the Apollo purple. Okay, y'all got that? I used a plant that wasn't purple. I crossbred the plant with a purple male to find out if the purple male indeed pass on a purple coloring to its progeny. Got it? Okay. So we called purple Apollo the Void. Now understand that the Void is fucking Apollo 13, the original mother that actually Brothers Grimm uses from me, because I hold the fucking library, times our ace Corkle purple male, and it's purple fucking Apollo bud, okay? But it had a fucking horrible fucking name, and so nobody would buy it, which is why it's no longer called the Void on my menu. It's now called Purple Apollo, and it still doesn't sell very well because it didn't hit the ground with a fucking a windfall. The Cleaner. I just thought it was a cool name. Jack's Cleaner Time Corkle, Cleaner. Maybe a stupid name. You come back to it. Cheesequake was pretty easy because the strain actually tasted like cheesecake, and it was a Corkle male, so Cheesequake. Deadlights, which is our new CBD strain, 26 to 28% CBD, 28 to 1 CBD possibility. Chef Joel told me it was called Dark Lights. I swear the motherfucker told me it was called Dark Lights, and it's actually called Dead Lights. So you guys been walking around and call it the fucking wrong thing forever. And naming a strain can make it fucking go or not go. Well, there's a name behind Pennywise too, and it's a story I don't really like to talk about that much. So I had a friend one time named Dioxide, and Dioxide was my last best male friend. Okay, I don't really have male friends anymore of that caliber. I don't trust people anymore. I apologize to my close friends, but it's just the way it is. I trusted Joel. Okay, Joel was my fucking friend. Dioxide. And we made strains together. He is the creator. Me and him created Pennywise together. I mean, that's basically what happened. So Joel is terrified of the Pennywise clown. And when I tell you he's fucking terrorized, I mean, he's a grown-ass man that rides a motorcycle and shit. He's a fairly tough dude. And he is fucking terrified of the fucking clown mask. Like, for real. He don't even see the motherfucker. Like, if you pull a rubber clown mask out in Walmart and fucking run at him down the alley, he might get knocked the fuck out. So he's just always been weird like that. So we named that strain Pennywise together. The reason it's a sore subject for me is because I don't speak to this individual anymore. He decided to make Super Soil, and he made Super Soil, and he never honored his contract with me. He stopped breeding for TGA, and now he grows pot in Oregon and owns some dispensaries, and I wish him the very best. But I haven't been that close to anybody in a long time. Like, he's the kind of guy I would fucking let him go in my safe, let him go in my seed box, let him drive my truck. And, he's probably the last guy that I got that close to because I got burned. So I have friends now, but not like that. And I tell you, because of my status, it's kind of weird. Can you guys guess who my two closest male friends are right now? Anybody want to guess?
I got myself a brand new tube amplifier. It's large and lovely to behold.
No. Badger, good clip. Yep. Saint Observation Booth got it. Yep. Let's see, you guys do know me. Mendo Dope, yeah, but I don't hang around Mendo Dope. They got too much fucking energy. They go all the goddamn time. No, Sid and Badger, man. Sid's an unusual 20-year-old kid. Trust me. Well, Jill is my best friend, but that's different. Just Sid makes me calm. I said male friends. Yeah, Sid makes me calm. Sid knows about music. Sid would know this if this the president of the United States. I wouldn't have to explain it to him or tell a story. And he listens to my shit, so. And Badger's more like my kid. So Badger pisses me off on a daily motherfucking basis, okay? Daily basis. But he's my kid. He really is. You want to hear what Badger did the other day? The latest Badger collection. It's the Worm Bin. Remember the Worm Bin? I'll find a fucking song here. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Okay, so I do stupid shit. So I ordered this worm stand off of Amazon. No, from Worm Dude. It's a worm stand from Urban Farmer Scene. It's this big cloth thing, and it comes with a stand. So when it came, it didn't come with the fucking 8 elbows that it needed to put together. So I special ordered the fucker. Well, I swear I told him like 3 times, but anyway, whatever. So then on the little list, I said, put this farm thing together. So we had the PVC and we had the glue. All I knew was the fucking elbow. So I was busy and he didn't want to bug me. And so when I told him to put it together, he put it together. And I've told him a couple of times to finish projects without bugging me. I mean, the guy makes pretty good money and he's a grown man. I'm like, dude, when I tell you to do something, do it. Like, don't give me any reason why it didn't get done. Fucking do it. I can go not do it myself. So I hired you to do it. Okay. So there's a white bag in the storage shed downstairs, which isn't really as clean as it should be. It's not the neatest person. Jill's going to help him with that. So that by 11:30 on that day, he goes to put the worm thing together, and he doesn't communicate with me that I don't have the elbows, and I don't with him. This is on me 1,000%. Nonetheless, he gets in his car, taking on himself. That's really cool. And he goes all the way down to the Home Depot, and he gets the 6 elbows that he needs, and he comes back and he puts it all together. And so he's got about 3.5 hours, 3 hours total in the project, putting this little fucking PVC box together. It's about a 10-minute job. And because the Home Depot didn't have all the elbows, it's not finished. So I go down there like 3 o'clock and he's working with it. It's the first time he's seen me. Again, this is all my fault for miscommunication. But I'm like, did you use the elbows that are in the white bag? What elbows in the white bag? The ones that are right inside the door that you fucking had to open to get the bag. Like you had to kick them with your fucking foot to get to the cloth bag. So that's the kind of stuff he does. I mean, I'm not furious about it or anything. We pulled the elbows out and he got it done. But that's the kind of stuff like I expect the guy that works for me to be able to do all these things without thinking about it. You know what I mean? And I'm still training Badger. That's why I tell you, he's more like my kid. So I train him, and now time he'll look a little better. Tomorrow we got to go down there, and Jilly will clean up that area so he can see it, stuff like that. But Badger's one of the most loyal people I've ever met in my life. He cares about me, loves me, and he doesn't get mad when I give him shit. Those are the small things. I could easily get rid of Badger and hire somebody smarter and more intelligent that did work more, could accomplish tasks on himself. I could even hire someone smarter than me, you know, but Badger's family. And I'm a weird guy. When I hire someone, it's like I know employees and shit that fire people because they fuck up and shit. And I like people. So like when people comes to me and work with me, they're family. So it's my job to communicate with him better and to train him. Doesn't that make sense? So that's good. But I know people. I have people that work with employees, and they're brutal. Like they're not very polite. I'm pretty polite to my employees. Employee. Anyway, that's Badger.
That's all right.
228 people. Of course, the super chat is active. If you want to if you would like to donate to the show does incur a lot of expenses. Of course, I know all you guys have always donated your butts off. So we actually got that working. Badger's awesome, dude. He's just keep training, and I am the worst communicator in the world because I assume things. I assume people are going to do shit, and it's on me every damn time. Just so you know. I mean, got them on the TV, but that don't mean I don't get pissed off because I do. Oh, I got so pissed off at Sid one night. I'm embarrassed just this day, and I just told you guys I consider Sid my son, my friend. He took over my computer twice, about 30 minutes before the show, trying to hook up a soundboard. And by the way, Sid, we're going to hook up a soundboard downstairs. But I have anxiety, and this is if I'm not here, I'm sitting next to Jilly or I'm working in the garden. And so I couldn't sit here because Sid was here, and he had shit unplugged. I couldn't turn in the goddamn sound, and I was probably a little rude to him. I very apologize. Thank you very much, Matty Mo. Really appreciate the donation. That'll go towards shipping and all the crazy stuff that we do here on the show. So we really do appreciate it. So just so you know, we went up about $12,000 in donations, and now I've turned it over to Sid and Malik and Minnesota Nice with Growing Together. And so it's a little more organized. But of course, they're not raising as much money. So if you guys contact them with ideas and contact them with donations of material that can be sold. But yeah, Badger is an awesome human being, but he is a poor direction follower, and I am a poor communicator. So when you add those two together, man, it was rough. Yeah, I still embarrassed Sid. I was just pissed off, man. I couldn't get to my seat, and and by the way, when Sid can't figure shit out, he gets quiet. So you ask him questions, he just kind of stares at you like you're a stupid motherfucker. You're like, well, why ain't it on? He's looking at you like you're fucking stupid. He's staring at the circuit board or reading some directions or thinking. So anyway, I've gotten used to it. Now we know we have to have plenty of time. And we also know I'm going to buy a backup computer so we can move this one into a studio. And then I'll have a secondary computer. We're going to put a lot of the studio shit downstairs. I need two places. But I definitely have friends in the business. I mean, I've Grandmaster level, man. He puts up with very little shit out of his people. He would probably fucking kill the Badger. Here is one of my favorite songs by Van Morrison. Well, that wasn't a knock on GML. I actually respect that. I just can't do it.
And the bunny hook was one. As we sailed into the mistake.
This is Into the Mystic.
Smell the sea and feel the sky.
Jilly is making zucchini bread, and I don't really like zucchini bread that much, but I'll probably taste a piece because Jilly cooks really fucking good. But I think she's going to make some for Sid and Dago and my nurse, Bill. Thank you very much, Small Tubes. My nurse, Bill, always bringing food over to the house. Strawberry pie and shit last night. So I thought it was really nice. Yeah, it's a Mendo Dope cannabis tree stand. It was a 10-pound plant from my genetics. Came from a seed.
Just like way back in the days of old. Damn, the devil suddenly we was bold.
Spread your plants out a little bit more, Slatanic Jim. Jilly makes really good zucchini bread too, just so you know. Oh yeah, she don't fuck around.
You know I will be coming home.
Like I say, if there'd have been a video camera on me the night that Badger ran us the fuck out of gas about 50 foot before the road to my house, I would be very embarrassed, okay? Lost my motherfucking mind. I am smoking some Pinot hash, and I'm taking them and sharing them with Jilly. Yeah, I've been out in the garden a lot this week. It's fucking sunny and hot in California, let me tell you. I want you, baby.
Loving you forever. So what I need, let me be the one you come to.
So Badger and Mo went to the doctor this week, and Badger sent me a little picture. So he's definitely going to be a daddy. Hit for Jilly. Yeah, I'm streaming as long as Jilly's making zucchini bread. All right, hang on. Let me put on something. Let me see if I can help you guys with the balls. Okay. These are male flowers. These are female flowers. This, believe it or not, so this is what I would look at, okay? So let's look at these, okay? Male or female? What? Want me to go get it? I'll go get it. Yeah, but it'll save it. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, we have a problem. We don't have any baking powder. And so Jilly's all set. I should just go get it. Oh, it's fucking 9 o'clock. The grocery store's already closed. What, baby? Yeah, we do not have cream of tartar, so I think she's going to put the wet ingredients and then the dry ingredients in the fridge and mix them together. Baby, I know that'll work. Male or female? It's female. Male or female? Really fucking hard to tell, okay? It's a dude. That's tough, man. That's almost going to be a damn female right there. So you're probably going to see 2 hairs shoot out right there. That's a male. His ball right there. Okay, so these are the crab claws I was talking about. So these get to be a pain in the ass. These right here are the hardest ones to tell. Y'all see that? So in my opinion, that's a cluster of balls. Dude, fucking Safeway is 45 minutes from here, Sid. You know where I live. Male. 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 Ooh, or Greg. Shit. I'd rather call Ray though. My wife is really smart. Jay, good job, baby. Okay. I'm going to stop the show for a second. We got to put some more music on. This is hilarious. Baby, that is an awesome idea. So this is the neighbor that I gave cannabis plants to. Yeah, Ray neighbor right there. You'll call my neighbor. I want baking soda. Baby, baking soda. Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I have a tiny emergency. My wife has got cookings for a shitload of zucchini bread, and she doesn't have any baking powder. Yeah, you have any baking powder? Does your wife have baking powder? I really would appreciate it. It's that or Safeway for me. God, right? I know. Okay, he's checking, baby. Baking soda, maybe? Yay! Oh, I'm going. I'm going. Okay, guys, we will be back with a lesson. Family time has got to return to life. So you got to love it, though, because there's no... Huh? Oh, no, I'm just good. So thank you, guys. I'm going to run down to the neighbor and get some baking powder. And you got to love it. The neighbor has fucking TGA cannabis plants in his backyard. So, yeah. So I'll see you guys on Instagram a little bit later. How's that? Check back in while Julie's finishing the bread up, okay? Thank you guys very, very, very much. Much love. Next time we're on, remind me, we'll get back to the sexing, because that's a really good topic to sit here and just go over. Jill said sex is a great topic, just so you know, you couldn't hear that. So, okay. Baby, you're a genius. You really are.